Hi everyone, here's book number 229. The Tale of Chase book is The Phantom Tollbooth by author Norton Juster. This is a classic chapter book that has been around for more than 50 years. My mom just read it aloud to our family on our road trip to Oregon, and my parents, my siblings, and I all enjoyed this book so much. My mom says it reminds her of a combination of Roald Dahl and Lewis Carroll. In the story, Milo is a young boy who is bored. At the beginning of the book, Milo says, "It seems to me that almost everything is a waste of time. There's nothing for me to do, nowhere I care to go, and hardly anything worth seeing." Milo can't see the point of anything, not of school, not of learning, not of going anywhere or doing anything. All of a sudden, there's a large package in Milo's room, which he opens, and it ends up being a large toy toll booth. So Milo jumps in his toy car, pays a pretend toll, and drives through it because he has nothing better to do. Once going through the toll booth, Milo ends up in a completely different world. He encounters many strange characters, including a ticking watchdog named Chalk, who teaches him about time, the weatherman, who teaches him that it's more important to know whether there will be weather than what weather will be, Alec Bings, who floats and goes down, not up, and sees through things, Chroma, the color conductor, who literally is responsible for leading his orchestra in producing the colors of the world, and the man who's the shortest tall man, the fattest short man, the thinnest fat man, and the fattest thin man, who is all the same man. It just depends on your perspective. Milo also visits many strange lands, such as the doldrums where the Lethargians live, the island of conclusions where you end up by jumping to because you made a decision too quickly, the lands of words, Dictionopolis, and the lands of numbers, Digitopolis, and finally he ends up arriving at the mountains of ignorance and rescues the princesses Rhyme and Reason. Along the way, Milo learns some very important life lessons, most importantly, that life is far from dull and boring. This is such an amazing book. It is a really fun, funny, unique story that is full of fantasy, adventure, and so much imagination. The plot is exciting with so many surprises, and there are so many original and super memorable characters. The aspect of this book that really makes it stand out and so entertaining is the author's super witty use of language. The entire story is a play on words and uses them in really clever ways, making you constantly think about the double meanings of words and phrases. For example, Milo travels in a car that goes without saying. Milo meets a character called dodecahedron because he has 12 faces, which literally each wear a different expression on each surface. And while in the lands called Dictionopolis, he eats pastries from the Half Bakery, which is where the half-baked ideas come from. There are word jokes like these literally throughout the whole book, which makes you think constantly. The book also has some really important messages. One is that life is not boring but magical, but it's up to people to notice and appreciate the wonder and magic in all of the small details. The book also warns against ignorance and thoughtless existence, and it is a reminder that the answers to your problems are in your own hands. I think one way to interpret the book is that Milo was so bored he let his imagination go wild and fixed his problem. And finally, the book has a perfect ending, and I really love the last line where Milo says, "Well, I would like to make another chip, but I really don't know when I'll have the time." There's just so much to do right here. These words really show how much Milo learned on his journey and how much it changes him. Please donate this awesome book to the library that ECBC is building at Chalk Children's Hospital. Patients from about 3rd grade through high school will love it.